We are in for a special treat. I know this young lady. I've seen her around the Comedy Store now for a few months. I do believe this is her first time on this show. Put your hands together for Lila Hart. The long walk from the corner of the room. Comedy Store, Monday night, make some fucking noise! What are you guys doing out there?
Already good?
If you're wondering what kind of car I drive, you're right. It is a Mario Kart. Guys are always coming up to me. They're like, damn, girl, you're fun size. And I'm like, really? Fun size? You think it's fun having to sit on a booster seat when I drive? The only thing fun about me is the fact that I can order from the kids menu and I can suck a dick standing up. Is that fun or is that just convenient? I'm 4'6", 4'8" with heels, about the size of an LA parking meter. People are like, are you a midget? And I'm like, no, I am Filipino. Thank you, I'm Lila Hart.
Lila Hart. Only 45 seconds. You even come in short on your time.
Well done.
That was awesome. Lila, am I saying that right?
Lila.
Lila. Fuck yeah. One more time for Lila Hart, everybody. It's your first time on the show, right?
Yes, it is.
That was good.
Fuck
Now
yeah.
That's just a shirt, right?
Yeah, it's a shirt,
cool.
but I just made it a dress.
Yeah.
I'm small.
I noticed. That's cool.
So, what is that?
Oh, I bought this.
Great question.
He asked a hard-hitting question.
Yeah.
It's just a I guess it's a.
Oh, I thought he was talking about you, not the jumper.
Right, I was. Yeah, no, I'm back to you. If it's not, it's not technically a mid. Like, what makes a midget a midget? What is that?
Jeez.
Oh, what is this? Over the line?
The fuck?
What are you
I
talking
think-
about?
hey,
It's a
hey,
live
hey,
show.
hey,
I'm asking a
I
question.
think it's okay for Tony to ask, because I think he's won too.
Yeah. I mean, I'm above average height, Jimmy, but okay, I guess.
Well,
You're called transsexuals now, Tony.
okay, I'm
Yeah.
not the kind of. Well, I do a lot of midget gigs, and I did go to a party once, and the guy was like, "This isn't the kind of midget I ordered."
No, the short
Really?
story. The short story.
Wait, hold up. What do you mean a midget gig?
You know, people hire midgets to go to parties and stuff. And
Oh, for real? Oh,
no,
like
this is I'm dead ass. This is
you're dead ass. That's cool.
No, that's what you. I mean, obviously, this is only a minute, and you were very good. You had proper jokes, but
For sure.
I think that thing about this is what you need to talk about, because it's absolutely fascinating. As soon as you walk on stage, everyone in the room is made of questions.
Yeah.
You know, it's like the booster seat, the driving thing. Everyone kind of goes, right, what have you, if you walked into, it feels like being back at high school. It's like that thing of going, tell me everything.
right.
Tell me everything. You know, this is something obviously you're kind of, you're born with, and you must have heard all the jokes going through.
Oh, absolutely.
But it's cool that you're hot, though. You know,
Thank you.
like that's really cool. You
I
know?
mean, yeah, that's what's kind of interesting is I think when you see people that are different, a lot of times, why is that funny? She's different than somebody who's...
Oh, you groaned when I said, what's the legal height of midgetdom, but you call her a freak show over there, Greg.
But that she's so hot that, most people avert their gaze if you're different, but with you it's the opposite. So you don't know if people are checking you out because you're different or because they want to fuck you.
Right. And really, what is the difference? You know what I mean? Think about it.
It really is an interesting thing because you do give off a very sexual energy.
For sure.
Thank you.
I remember the first day I met you, I thought to myself, wow, if I 69 with her, she could eat my belly button out.
Can she have that? You should let her have that, because
Yeah,
you're not going to be able to use that again.
Yeah, exactly.
I think he might
Take
be
it.
able to. He's not big.
I got a joke for you, Leela. You could say, if you're people ask what's the difference between me and a midget, because I'm not a midget, and you could be like, well, I can't fit in the overhead bin. Or something like, you can't check,
I don't
Yeah.
think
carry on.
Layla,
Something
look,
like a carry
look
on
this
bag is bigger than a carry on
eyes
bag.
this way. He is not helping.
That's a good joke.
It is a good joke, and you can tell because of the crowd response.
What's some of...
Band's 0 for 5 tonight.
What does you notice?
You know,
that-
delivery's a lot in comedy, but I don't deliver, you know. I just
I'm Hurricane
think,
Katrina,
man.
for God's
I
sake.
just think,
That's a great
man.
joke for Hurricane
I
Katrina.
just think,
Okay, tell us the weirdest. What's the most inappropriate thing a person's ever said to you?
Yep.
Well, oh goodness. A lot of times people just like pick me up out of nowhere, like they don't even
Oh,
say anything.
that's
Just,
so
like,
crazy.
Brad
and rude.
Williams, you know Brad? He's a dwarf and he's a comic. He's a friend of mine. He's a great guy. He said that's the only thing that annoys him. He doesn't mind any of the questions. He doesn't mind the teasing. He's had it all his life, and it's part of who he is. He's fine with it. But people picking him up, he fucking hates.
Because it's saying to the person, you're not a human being. You're
Yeah.
a thing that I am to play with. It's,
Right.
Yeah. I would never pick
I-
you up unless you said, please pick me up. And then my wife was like, it's all good, pick her up. And then
Yeah.
I'll
If you
pick
had-
you up. I'll pick you up, and then I'll put you down. I'll pick you up, and I'll put you down. And I pick you up, and then we will be done at that point.
And on an upstroke.
Yeah, well, I imagine it would be exciting.
When people pick you up, how do they know? Do they normally just lift you like a kettlebell, something like that? Just sort of just like that a few times, or
I don't know, like how you pick up like a puppy or something.
what's the craziest thing a guy's ever
Like
tried to
a
do to you
puppy.
in bed, like sexually? Like what is that like? I mean, it's got to be different.
I would-
You seem like you'd be a real little animal.
I mean, the
great-
sex is dope. I think.
What,
it's
sex
great.
is dope, or sex is dope?
Good. It's good with me.
I mean,
Oh, with
because
you.
because even a guy like me looks huge.
Yeah, it's all.
I've heard of a spinner before, but you're like a fidget spinner.
I mean, I approve of the joke. I think that was the
You
right
notice
joke
I
to
used
make.
the word fidget. Fidget.
No, Lila?
Lila.
That's what they
Lila.
prefer to be called, fidgets.
Lila, what do you do for, are you a professional comic or do you do other stuff for work?
I do digital advertisement on YouTube and Facebook.
digital advertising. Sorry.
It's digital.
But what do you, I'm still confused about midget gigs. What do you mean? Are you in an agency? Like,
I used to be the miniature Ariana Grande act at Beacher's Madhouse.
oh, that's interesting.
Sorry, you were the miniature Ariana Grande.
At Beacher's Madhouse, yeah.
I mean, I don't know what Beacher's Madhouse is, but I want to go to there.
What is Beecher's Madhouse?
It was this show at the Roosevelt, and then we had a bunch of like mini acts.
So it's like Ariana Chica.
Right, it's
The
Ariana.
opposite of Grande. Forget it. All right, not a multicultural crowd. Sorry.
Ariana Tall would work better.
So,
Yep.
The Starbucks.
Venti.
Venti, there you go.
So would you sing or lip sync?
I was just like a lip sync act. I mean, it was really strange, but you know what? I just want to say, like, I do comedy so that I can spread awareness and talk about these things. Like, people used to make fun of me, and now it's like the ultimate, like, fuck you, because I'm on stage talking about it.
Yeah,
great.
totally.
and I want to say to you that at this point, we're no longer thinking about the fact that you're small. We're mostly thinking about the fact that we all desperately want to sleep with you. So
Yeah.
in that way, we've broken through that glass ceiling.
We
you know?
truly, 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 while respecting your comedy, cannot fathom how tight that pussy must be.
It's like a fleshlight.
So, can I ask about the comedy that you do? Because obviously, if you've got something like this, it's an obvious kind of attraction. You're small, and you do jokes about that when you start doing comedy the first 10 minutes. I don't know how long a set you have now, but like, do you talk about other things on stage?
Yes. But it's like I have to start with that.
100%,
you know,
yeah.
And I just get that out of the way, and then people like see me as me, and then I just answer all of the questions that anybody thinks when they first see me. You know.
Okay, best question. What's the best question you've been asked?
I mean, just like what exactly do I have? I have spina bifida, so I have like a bit where I actually talk about having spina bifida.
Okay, so that's the most common question is what do you have, spina
Yeah.
bifida? Okay. And what's the bit?
Do you want to hear the bit?
Yeah.
Yeah, we want to hear the bit.
Okay, I say sorry, I'm just so nervous.
Oh, don't. Come on.
Yeah, don't be all bent out
Why
of
would
shape
you-
about it.
Okay. The joke is. I say, okay, to be honest, I'm not a midget. I actually have spina bifida. And for those of you that don't know, it's a congenital birth defect. And most people with my condition, they can't walk. So every morning, I wake up so grateful for the doctors and the surgeons, for all the operations on me, to make it possible for me to stand here today so I can get hashtag blessed. Praise Jesus. It's a fucking miracle. You know, and I like to make it very clear to any new guy that I'm dating. I'm like, yo, here's the dealio, baby. I've got spina bifida. But don't you worry, everything down south, it works just right. Maybe a little extra better. Because there are things you can do with me you can't do with the regular sized woman. Spinner. Sex in the backseat, forget about it. We could do it in the glove box.
Boom. Got it. A lot of setup there.
A lot of setup. Long way to go before we got there. But I would just cut straight to the "we can do it in the glove box" gag.
But
I loved it.
I get what she's saying. She's got to like contextualize what spina bifida is and stuff, and that's part. By the way, how long have you been doing comedy?
It'll be 2 years.
And have you done NACA yet? Have you done the college thing?
Mm-mm.
If you could, do you have clean stuff that isn't about what I desperately want to do to you? Is it? Do you? Because if you do a 5-minute clean set and send it off to NACA, do you have a college agent?
No.
I'll connect you to somebody.
Whoa!
You'll make so much money. I mean, you are who they want. You know, it's because you're funny, but it's also like
Moshe's gonna get laid.
No, I'm not. Natasha, I love you, baby. If you're listening. But anyway.
What is it about tiny women you like so much?
I'm like, 4'11" is boring. Maybe we can shave a few inches off. Anyway, you would make so much money in the college circuit. I mean, that is, you are built for that. You are.
Truly are.
You mentioned you praised Jesus at one point. Is that a big thing with you?
I just like to do it.
But you're not. Are you Christian?
I would say I'm more spiritual, but yeah. Sure.
Right.
I would take the. I mean, it's only my opinion, but I would take the hashtag blessed out of the set. Because that kind of, I don't know why, but I kind of think, unless there's a punchline, don't say it.
Maybe add a hashtag spina bifida.
Oh, wow. Just, all right.
Yeah, blessed is kind of over, I think.
All right. Well, Lila.
Well, we've reached the point of Kill Tony where everybody's too horny to keep interviewing.
Not true. I love how you think everybody's like so horny.
Everybody's like me, right?
Yes.
And when you...
I want to see your fucking web browser tomorrow afternoon.
It's just like, do you have a clean 5 minutes plus spina bifida? Hashtag blessed.
What kind of guys are you into, Lila?
I don't really have a type.
Really?
Your answer should be tall.
Well, yeah, I do like tall guys.
Well, that's me in that context, and I'm only 5'7", so.
But I mean, like, that's tall to me, so it works.
That's what I just said.
Is that... I mean, the other thing, I'm interested in the stand-up set because as well, you kind of threw away the I can give a blowjob standing up, but the descriptor and the mime of that is kind of what I would expand on. Just a thought. Yeah. I mean, that's sort of what the podcast's about, isn't it? So, good luck.
And before I let you go, let me ask you one more question. With those midget gigs, like, you've come clearly so far. You said you used to do midget gigs. That's what you called it, right? Now, like, you've come far. You just killed on Kill Tony. You got a bunch of jokes. Moshe's hooking you up with a college agent, right?
Yeah.
Or at least he's going to try.
A college agent. It's just me in a suit. Thank you for coming in. You know, we don't pay anything for the first audition, but this is just a tape to see if the producers like it. No. I will connect you with I don't know if they'll represent you, but I will definitely introduce you.
When it comes to midget gigs, what was like your lowest low?
It was
Nice.
this dude's birthday.
4'7".
Oh, are you asking me a question or being funny? Okay.
Both.
Probably.
Yep.
It was the worst thing that ever happened to me. It was this Armenian guy's 30th birthday party.
Ooh.
You could stop right there. We get it. That is low. I'm sorry that you had to go through that.
Hey, look, we had this girl jump out of our cupcake.
No, but he literally said to me when I got to the party in front of everybody, "This is not the kind of midget I ordered." And
I want to return this midget.
and he
That's a
kicked me
great
out of the
title.
party.
That's
No
a
shit,
great
he kicked you
title
out?
for a one-woman show.
I didn't make the money. And
If that's hang on a second. If that's a one-woman show title right there, this is not the kind of midget I ordered. That is when you do a one-woman show. That is what it should be called. That's the title. That's the whole thing. This is not the kind of midget I ordered.
Right, but for you to do a one-woman show, you got to go twice as long. You know that, right?
Lila, you were absolutely awesome on here. Great stuff, great interview. So open, so honest, so cool. There she goes, Lila Hart, everybody. That's like Aphrodite's new arch nemesis. Complete opposite of Aphrodite. Look at her. Whoa, Aphrodite showing off some cleavage tonight.